All right, so welcome back to the channel, guys. It is me, 8744, and so today, guys, we do our member stream. So we have our first person here, man. Thank you for joining, man. Thank you for joining, Barry, man. Shout out to you, man. We got our new member, man. Thank you for joining. I believe it's the first time you joined my
Yo,
member stream.
can you hear me correctly?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
All right. Let me just change a little setting.
All right, it sounds good. All right, we should have our other people joining soon. Matt and Albert, they should be joining shortly. And
Okay.
hope we get some other people. Yeah.
All right, no problem.
So you get the sticker. Barry became a YouTube member.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you, man. Thank you. I do appreciate it.
No problem, man. No problem.
Yeah. So let me see. Let's see what you guys suggest in the community tab. I think I put a community post earlier today. So yeah, and I think you suggested CONMEBOL qualifiers, and Albert also said CONMEBOL qualifiers.
Okay.
So yeah, yeah. There's a lot to discuss from the CONMEBOL qualifiers. Let me actually pull up the table real quick. All right. So move the tab. Okay, let me put this here. All right. Share screen. All right. So this is the CONMEBOL qualifier. So as you can see right here, this is the standing. So I guess we can do like a brief overview. Peru, last place, 10th place is pretty bad. Not even a single goal scored, 7 goals conceded. Yeah, it's really bad for Peru, man. And this is so sad because they were. Oh, sorry. What were you saying?
Oh no, I think the two more shocking things about this ranking is Brazil 5th, because normally we're used to seeing them in the top 2, minimum 2. Seeing them 5th is weird. And Peru, normally they're around the mid-table or even 3rd at 10. Depends on how good they are, depending on the addition of the qualifiers.
Yeah. I think for me, this Peru team is very old. I think they need some more younger players. And I feel like for me, when they lost to Austria in the shootout of the World Cup, it was like manager left. Yeah. And yeah, the Greca, man, the new coach, man, is just Peru's just so defensive, man. Like they haven't even scored a single goal, only picked up 1 draw, and which they should have lost against Paraguay. Paraguay had so many chances that game. I think it was like the first game of the qualifiers, and I think even Peru went down to 10 men. So yeah, I mean it's unfortunate for Peru, man, and obviously Albert Cardones, he's a Peruvian, and he must be disappointed to see how his team has been doing. So
yeah, there's a lot of Peruvians in our community, so yeah, it's a tough time for them.
Yeah, and the 9th is Bolivia. Bolivia actually, they also been kind of underwhelming as well because at La Paz they have that altitude and home factor, and it doesn't feel like other than that win against Peru, like they haven't done really well at home. Even like against Ecuador, they lost at home. Against Argentina, they got thrashed.
Yeah, but like but do you think that now teams, it's always a tough place to go there in Bolivia due to the altitude, but do you think that maybe now they're more used to it to go over there and try to perform there? Because before they used to be like the fear factor because you're not gonna have that much oxygen and everything, and then now you're more used to it.
Yeah, I think perhaps because I think maybe you're making a good point there because they have been playing there for so long, and the opposition teams they know how it is, and maybe Bolivia themselves have just downgraded. They haven't been as good, so
Yeah,
I don't know.
2 things can be true.
Yeah, that 8th Chile, I mean, it's not really that great for them. It's not really been that bad, but I think they should have won yesterday's game against Paraguay. They had glorious chances. And they're at home as well, so yeah, they're gonna be around about. Oh, sorry, what were you saying?
Oh yeah, no, it's just like now it's a way different Chile team. Now I think it's like start of the new era. You don't have your Vidal, your Sanchez, your Vargas, Claudio Bravo at their top anymore. So yeah, it's tough now for Chile to really contend in South America.
Yeah. They do have some young players coming through the ranks like Damian Pizarro, and then Barrington Diaz, I think. And then there's this like I think there was this guy in the Copa America. I remember last 2021, I think. I forgot his name. He's like English, I think. Where's the guy? I don't. Let me see if I can find him. I don't think he's on here. What the heck? Do you know what I'm talking about?
It's not. It's not updated.
Oh, is it Barrington Diaz? I think it might be this guy. Yeah, I think I'm talking about this guy. Yeah, this.
Yeah.
About.
Okay.
Yeah,
It.
yeah, that's the guy. So, Chile needs more young players, man, because they got to stop using old players. Like for me, I don't think Vidal is really that great anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. His best days are behind.
Yeah, and Sanchez. Actually, I think Sanchez is still decent, maybe as a sub player, but not as a starter, as a squad player, maybe.
He had a he had a he had a very he had a very good year at Marseille last year, but yeah, it's not the same one as that played at Arsenal.
Yeah. Then you still have Medel, Bravo, Pulgar. Like I said, Chile just needs more youngsters, man, because the old guys, like, they can only take you so far, and and
Yeah.
I just feel like for me they have to move on. Um, then going back, so then and seventh place we have is Paraguay. For me, this is another nation that also should be doing much better. Like for the amount of talent they have on paper, they have been so underwhelming. I haven't really been impressed with them. We only scored one goal in the qualifiers this cycle, which is pretty bad.
Damn.
And yeah, I mean, look at that Paraguay team. You have Almerion and Ciso. Those are probably like the two most standout names. And they got some other good players there. And I'm just disappointed, man. Paraguay should be doing better than this, in my opinion.
Yeah, but like I'm a bit shocked they're still um in and around the contention, or because like only one goal is tough, man. But they're still around the corner, around
Yeah,
the
that's true. That's
fifth
true.
spot. Yeah, so everything is not lost for them, but yeah, it's time to wake up to have a last kick of momentum before it's all over.
Yeah, my problem with Paraguay is they're kind of too defensive for me, which is why like they may not lose many games, but the thing is like those wins are so important because the win is 3 points, the draw is only 1 point, you know.
Yeah.
So Matt says hi, we'll join soon. All right, hope you do. Matt Jones says Paraguay are not good. Awful result for Chile. Yeah, Chile, man, that's a game that was a winnable game, especially considering Chile were at home for the game, and I think for me for Chile it's a missed opportunity. And Ecuador have been amazing, man. I know there's 6 in the table, and I know 5 points isn't great, but keep in mind they did get minus 3 points for the whole documentation, the last qualifying cycle. So, I really like Ecuador. I think Ecuador is a team that people. I feel like it's a sleep. I feel like it's a sleeper team. I feel like this is a dark horse candidate for the Copa America. I'd say.
Yeah, but it all depends on matchups, and we always say it in the football community that it only takes one bad day for a big team to crumble. I mean, Argentina, like they're the best team, but maybe one time they can have a slip up, and some teams like Uruguay, like yesterday, can take advantage of it, and Ecuador, who knows?
Yeah, I'm looking at this Ecuador team. You have Kenji Paez, Ender Valencia, Caicedo, Campana, Sarmiento, Estepina. Like this team is like a lot of talent, man. Like it's a
Yeah,
solid team. Um, my only concern with Ecuador is that they're not really clinical when it comes to final third.
yeah.
So that's my one problem I do have with them. Okay, I hear some background noise.
Oh, because I'm driving, Yeah,
Oh, you're driving. Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
But no worries,
All right.
but no worries. I'm just talking to you while I'm being focused on the road.
Okay. Just
Yeah,
making sure. Oh, yeah.
yeah, no problem, man. No problem.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I just came back home. I just came back home because I just came back home a few minutes ago from the drive. So
Okay. I see.
yeah. All right. Let's read some comments here. Next game: Ecuador 2, Chile 0, Peru 1, Venezuela 2. Ooh. All right. And then moving on. And then we have Brazil, man. Brazil 5th place. It's so weird to see.
I know, man. I know. Times have changed.
Yeah.
But what are we saying about them? Like when you look at the quality of the squads, like if you go year by year by year, it's slowly downgrade.
Mm. Yeah, I think for Brazil, um, it's really tough for them because the thing is, like, I feel like everyone's criticizing their attack, and the attack's also been bad. Don't get me wrong, but I think the bigger issue with Brazil is the midfield and the defense. I feel like it's just been as bad as the attack.
Mm. But also,
So
would you say that we need to be careful when not like are already saying that Brazil they're done, they're finito, it's finished.
I wouldn't say so. I still think I still think they can improve. You know, and it's
Yeah,
just like at the end of the day, it's just about qualifying. That's ultimately the main goal is that you just want to qualify for the World Cup. That's ultimately the main objective,
yeah. But
right?
can we see like their upcoming schedule, please?
Yeah. Let's look at their upcoming games. So Brazil, as you can see right here, they have Argentina next. That's gonna be a huge game on Tuesday. Then they have
Yeah,
Ecuador, Paraguay, then Chile, Peru, like Venezuela, Uruguay. Rounded off there. So the thing with Brazil is that they're really good at home. Like they haven't lost a home game.
mm.
They have never lost a World Cup qualifying game at home, I believe.
Maybe Tuesday can be the first time for everything. So in their
Yeah,
history, they've never lost a qualifier at home in their entire
yeah,
history.
yeah, yeah. I believe so.
Wow. I mean, there's a first time for everything, so maybe Tuesday we might witness it.
Yeah, that is true, man. That is true. And if there was a moment for Brazil, like for me, of all the home games, this is probably the best chance Brazil have to lose at home.
Yes, yeah. Because like Argentina, we're gonna talk about their game yesterday a little later, but I think they're gonna go out and try to put on a very good performance. Brazil, their rival, so they're gonna try to do anything in their power to mess up their day.
Yeah, Brazil, man. Obviously, as I said, um, they have issues with their midfield defense. They really need Thiago Silva, man.
Yeah, but even so, like Thiago, he's 40, and he's still very good. But you just gotta wait to see. For example, Militao also kind of miss him because now he's
Yeah,
injured.
Militao.
He's injured for a while, so you gotta wait for him.
Yeah, the midfield, man. Bruno Guimaraes has been underwhelming. It's not really been that
Mhm.
great.
But I think even though they've not looked good at all, I think Tuesday, I think they'll be pumped up and then motivated to at least show a good showing to the world
Oh
against.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Like Brazil, like it's still Brazil at the end of the day. Like it's still a
Yeah,
nation you should be feared, especially considering that at home. Because as I said earlier, they have never lost at home in the
yeah,
qualifiers.
yeah. They're gonna try their best to put on a good show.
Yeah, against Argentina, the players have to perform. Like he's
Yeah,
looking at the players right here. We have obviously Neymar's injured, Vinicius injured now,
yeah,
Richarlison, Anthony, Paquetá. You know, yeah. Actually, let me look at the 11 that Brazil played against Colombia. So like I just feel like for me, like I don't know, man. Marquinhos is just so error prone, man. I don't really trust
yeah.
Marquinhos.
Ever since that Real Madrid game, we've lost him, and he was like a top defender at that point. But yeah, ever
Yeah,
since
then yeah,
that
Emerson.
game,
Yeah, Emerson's not really that great. Lodi's pretty mid. Not gonna lie. Gabriel, I don't think Gabriel's that amazing.
yeah. And like there's so couple good players like Martinelli, Guimares, Alisson. He's a great keeper, but just the squad overall, it's not where it needs to be at.
Yeah. Then obviously you have that midfield Andre. Andre's a good talent. You have
Mm.
Bruno Guimaraes, Martinelli, Rafinha. Yeah, I heard Rafinha didn't have a good game yesterday.
Yeah, we're a bit. Um, I mean, as Barca fans, like we hope that he performs the best, but that's it.
Yeah. And then you got Vinicius, Rodrigo, strikers. Like for me, like they're
Yeah,
not really
yeah,
strikers, man.
yeah, exactly. Like they're more direct players. They're not because when they play striker, normally they have to be fed, and they're normally the ones that feed it. Like the point blank man. Like like Richarlison, like he gets abused a lot, but you're from Brazil, and when you compare like what they had to what they have now, like it's unfortunate.
Yeah, for me, like Brazil have a huge problem with strikers because the striker is so important. Like you need your striker to
Yeah,
be clinical, and a lot of strikers are usually one that scores the most goals for you in the team, right?
yeah, they're your go-to guy in tournaments.
Yeah, exactly. And I just feel like for me, Brazil, because the thing is like because the thing is Rodrigo's not really a striker. He is
Yeah,
he's
he's not
in
insider.
yeah. So yeah, Brazil, man, they better show up against Argentina, man, because that's a huge rivalry against them, and especially considering they're home and they need to win. They haven't won the last 3 games.
Mm. I don't know if they'll necessarily win on Tuesday, but I think they'll be good. I think they'll good. They'll put on a good show.
Yeah. So
But speaking about strikers, like obviously there's the upcoming players like Vitor Roque and the Endrick. I mean, we saw a little bit of Endrick here today, but unfortunately, like it wasn't that much, so it's not fair to judge him. But I hope that these two at least like either of them can become the players that a lot of the Brazilian press and on social media say that they could be. So it'll be good for Brazil at least because I don't think they necessarily have to have like an all-star team. I think their forwards, like for example, Vini Rodrigo, can be good enough if you just have this clinical guy up in front. We have either Ito Hoke and Dick. I think he could do the business.
yeah.
Because I don't think they'll have like that all-star team that they had in the in the '06 World Cup or the '02 World Cup. But yeah, I think if they have just that clinical guy up in front, I think they could do something.
All right, I'll be right back. My mom's calling me real quick. All right, sorry about that. I'm back.
Yeah, no problem, no problem.
So
So the other teams that we have in
yeah, actually, let me go through Matt's comments because he says some stuff about Brazil. So I want to read what he says. I'm trying to be careful before predicting Brazil. Ooh,
yeah,
Matt
yeah, I
says
see what you mean. Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah.
Paraguay nil, Colombia 2. Okay, Uruguay 5, Bolivia nil. Peru
Damn,
failed to score in the 2 easiest game. Wait, what are you saying? Sorry.
nah, that Uruguay prediction like 5-0.
5-0 is a bit of I think 5-0 is a bit of a stretch.
Yeah, that's a lot, man. But who knows? Maybe
Yeah.
that could happen.
I mean, possibly. I'll say 3. I will say 3-0. I think 3-0
Yeah,
is fair.
yeah.
Match Channel says Peru have failed to score in the 2 easiest away games. Match Channel says Brazil will be at least motivated to beat Argentina.
Yeah,
Haven't
exactly.
Anthony
Yeah,
Martinelli shows? Yeah. Sorry.
Nah, yeah, I see what he means. Like, I mean, they're good players, but yeah, like you had like Dino's, Kaká's, Romario's, and yeah,
Yeah. Um, Having Anthony and Martinelli shows how much Brazil's
yeah,
attack depth
exactly,
has fallen.
yeah, exactly, yeah,
Oh, to be fair, I think Martinelli is a lot better than Anthony, so I think it's a bit harsh to put them in the same combo. But I see what Matt's means.
yeah. Like when you compare to like some all timers,
Yeah,
Brazil's
yeah.
attack.
Like, but I still feel, yeah, I still feel like Martinelli is a lot better than Anthony, in my opinion.
Yeah, yeah, for sure, yeah.
All right, thank you for joining, Matt. All right. So, uh, so what? Anything else to say about Brazil before we move on? I think we talked about the defense, the midfield not being great. I think the only
Yeah,
saving grace for Brazil is a goalkeeper.
yeah. Like I listen to top class keeper, but yeah, that's the only positive that I could say.
Yeah. And I want to ask you guys this question: do you really think this Brazil team really needs Neymar?
Um, well, they need all the help they need, but like Neymar, is it's a different player now, especially like with all the injuries now that he's suffered for the past 12
Yeah.
months since the World Cup. Like, it's, even before, like, it's not the player that we've witnessed beforehand, but now with the injuries that he had at PSG, and now for Brazil, like when they played Uruguay, like, yeah, it's gonna be hard for them.
Yeah, definitely, man, definitely. So, yeah, Matt.
The,
I want to hear your thoughts about Brazil, man. Give me your quick thoughts.
can you hear me?
Uh, Matt, can
Maybe
you
he's
hear
trying,
us?
maybe he's trying to fix something.
That's strange. Okay. I guess we'll come back to Matt's later.
Yeah,
Okay. Let's look at the let's talk about Venezuela, man, because Venezuela for me they deserve a lot of praise.
yeah. Nah, I mean they've had a couple of draws here and there, but they've had a good. They don't lose that many games.
Yeah, and this this is a team that this is a team a lot of people didn't think would do well.
Mm.
And I remember the last qualified cycle they finished last, which was really bad.
Yeah, yeah.
And so
Like not gonna lie, I had them like in the bottom tier also before because I remember you had a poll with predictions of the qualifiers, and then I had them really bottom tier. So it's actually surprising that they're where they're at right now.
yeah, and it's interesting because you have players like Sotaldo who's been amazing. You know, Rondon, he's been great. Machis, you know, and Venezuela, they're looking good, man. They're looking really good. And remember, guys, they're the only nation in CONMEBOL that have never qualified for World Cup. So this would be a great opportunity to do so, especially with the World Cup spots being expanded.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah. There's gonna be an even bigger opportunity this time for them to make it.
Yeah. Okay. Matt's going to reconnect, it seems. So,
All right,
but
cool.
yeah, I mean, for Venezuela, man, I mean, the shout out to them, and I hope they do well. And I actually predict them to do well. I think I predicted them sixth, I think, my original prediction video,
Yeah, I had
which was a
them
bit of
eight.
a, yeah, very,
Yeah, I
very
had them
bold
eight.
call. Yeah. So
Yeah, we're both
I'm
wrong.
really happy for them.
Yeah.
The next up, it is the next one we have here. It is that's about Colombia, man. Colombia have actually been pretty good. They're the only nation undefeated in the Copa America.
Mm.
Not
Wait.
Copa America, sorry. CONMEBOL
Oh,
qualifiers.
yeah, qualifier. Yeah, qualifiers.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Which is actually pretty impressive.
Yeah, and today and last game yesterday, it was a freak the way Luis Diaz scored in two goals, especially in this with his father attendance. Felt like a movie scene.
Yeah, it was like a perfect Hollywood movie.
Yes, perfect script. You see the memes for like football is scripted. Now that's a script.
Yeah, that's a really good script, man.
Yeah.
So I just feel like for me, for Colombia, man, this is incredible. You know, after they missed out the last World Cup, which honestly they should have got that fifth place spot, man. They should have, in my opinion. They had so many games where they
Yeah.
couldn't score goals.
Mhm.
So
But it's actually cool that you know, you're taking it. Now they're taking advantage of what's happening right now with like teams like Brazil, Peru, and so forth that we expect to be higher in their rankings that they are currently. They're taking advantage of it. So, man, all the best for them.
yeah. And by the way, this is the first time they beat Brazil in World Cup qualifiers. Last night was the first time they did so.
And a big
Brazil's
night
are breaking
too.
records in the wrong way.
Yeah. Lance, what do you want to say?
I said, and a big night too.
Yeah. It's a huge win, man. And it's crazy, man, because even players like James Rodriguez, who we thought has been finished, is actually still turning up for the national team.
Yeah. Is he
Colombia's
in
going to be
Qatar now?
fine.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely, man, definitely. So Albert says, big up, man. If Venezuela qualifies, Ali
Hello,
Moreno will
Albert.
be so shameless.
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out to Luis Diaz, man. The guy has been a baller. He's been Colombia's best player, man, in my opinion. So,
Yeah, I'd agree.
yeah, he's a very important player. Moving on, next up it is second place Uruguay. Uruguay have been amazing, man. I actually didn't think Uruguay would be this good in the qualifiers.
Yeah, they didn't think so too.
Yeah.
But, I mean, they have their standouts player like you have your Darwin, you have your Araujo. We're doing pretty well, AD. Garte, Valverde. So, and their team overall, they're just playing good. Like yesterday, like they played a very good defensive game, and they took their opportunities.
Yeah. I looking for this guy, man. Nicolas de la Cruz. I think he's pretty underrated.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't get as much appreciated. And Darius Scata is also pretty underappreciated, in my opinion. He should also get a lot of praise. So my only issue I have with Uruguay is I feel like their attack is kind of limited, in my opinion, because I feel like they're kind of I feel like there's not like that's kind of my issue with Uruguay. I don't know if you guys agree with me. Like I feel like their attack is kind of limited in the sense that okay, if Nunes doesn't score the goals, I don't know who's going to score for them on a regular basis. You know.
Yeah, like a consistent goal scorer, except for Darwin.
Yeah, because what I feel like with Nunes, this is how I feel. He's a big game player. He's going to show up in those big games, but he's not going to show up in those like small games or like those like he's not going to be consistent. But I think he's going to show up in those big games, like against like the big teams, because we've seen it. We've seen it. He scored against Argentina. He scored against Brazil, and you know, and then for Liverpool, I think he scored against. Oh, sorry.
Oh no! Sorry, go on, bro.
Yeah, and then for Liverpool, I think he scored against Man City. I think he scored against Man United, and you know, he's yeah, and then he missed against Luton Town. You know, so it's kind of weird, you know. So I feel like he's that big game player.
Yeah, but that's good also. But
yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, we know. You know how we talk about Olivier Giroud, how he always turns up the big games. I feel like Nunes is kind of like similar. I feel like he's gonna be kind of like Olivier Giroud.
Yeah, but yeah, I think so. Yeah, that's a good comparison actually.
Yeah.
Because
so what do you think, Matt? Yeah.
Because Giroud's not necessarily like the most aesthetic player, but scored some big goals in his career.
Yeah.
Colombian country.
Yeah. Well, what do you think, Matt? What do you think of the comparison I made?
Giroud and who?
Darwin Nunes.
Well, I think you're going to see a lot more movement from Darwin Nunes compared to Giroud. And on that game against Argentina, we saw that for the first time in a while he can score sitters.
Yeah.
I imagine he'll get 1 or 2 against Bolivia if he plays.
Yeah. Well, what I'm trying to compare it, Matt, is that I feel like Nunes shows up in the big games. I feel like he's a big game player, and we talk about how Druid's a big game player. That's kind of like the comparison I'm trying to make. I want to know if you agree with that.
It's not something I have considered before.
Yeah. No, do you think Nunes is a big game player though? He scores in big games.
I don't watch him enough.
I see.
I'd say so, yeah. Because like you listed some of the teams they've scored against in the Premier League and the cup games, but also like he scored in the Champions League against Real Madrid, the back heel. So the guy.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, I completely forgot about that. You're right.
Yeah, so the guy when the lights are bright, he turns up. He's not shy of the moment.
Yeah, and it feels weird to compare him and what's it called, Giroud, because at first glance you're probably like, what the heck is this comparison? But when you actually deep it, it doesn't seem as far fetched as.
Yeah, like Giroud, like the guy scores big goals, but like you remember like the drought that he had for Arsenal in the Premier League in 2016.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like. Yeah.
Yeah, and also another crazy stat for Giroud, guys. Sorry, going a little bit off topic. Whenever Giroud scored in a World Cup, France don't win it. Whenever he has a score, France have won it.
So in 2026, I mean, he won't be there. No, I don't think he'll be there. 2020. But who knows? Like, you gotta make sure Giroud don't score.
Yeah. So, all right. Now we get to about Argentina, man. So, I still think Argentina is the best nation in the South America, even though with that loss yesterday, and even though they're not undefeated anymore. I just feel like for me, Argentina, Uruguay was just a difficult matchup. Because the thing is, like, I don't think Argentina really played bad. I just think Uruguay were just very good tactically, and I think they were very solid defensively. I just think I just think Argentina didn't have. I just feel like Argentina played a good game. It's just that Uruguay were just so good in the day. Like this was like a perfect Uruguay team. If this was like a team Uruguay that was not perfect, I think Argentina don't lose the game, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree. Cause like yeah, they didn't play terrible, but if Uruguay, let's say, played less than 10% that what they played, as you said, Argentina probably win this one. So I think it's just a case of they were Uruguay, like they did a good job of the game planning, like being physical, taking advantage of their opportunities, and they were kind of messing with Argentina in the beginning. Like even Messi was scrapping yesterday. Like there was a lot of tension, so they took advantage of your environment overall that happened in the game.
Yeah, and I think maybe Argentina needed this because, in my opinion, they've still been good in the qualifiers. Don't get me wrong, but like I don't think they haven't been as good as like people make them out to be because they struggled to beat Ecuador 1-0. Okay, I know they smashed Bolivia on the road, but Bolivia's been really awful, as you guys can tell.
Yeah.
And then they beat Paraguay at home, and they should have probably won that game by a bigger scoreline. Then against Peru has been really bad. So they haven't really shown up against, like, they haven't really proven it against, like, a top quality nation and the qualifiers thus far, you know?
Yeah.
So I think that Brazil game will be very interesting. So what do you think, Matt, about the Argentina thing?
I think Ranks said on a group chat that the Uruguay game has been a reality check of where Argentina are. Can they do better against Brazil? Yeah, probably. Their form has been okay. You'd certainly expect them to beat Paraguay by a bigger margin despite the tradition. I'd like to think that there's more that could come out of this Argentina team, but I suppose we'll find out in the next 2 games as well. There's the big one away at Brazil, and there's also the Chile game, which is a must win, and Chile themselves will also be looking for points.
Yeah. And Barry was alluding to this earlier, and I actually agree with him. It's about matchups. Matchups are very key, right? Because I think the thing is, like, Argentina probably have a way better team than Uruguay when you look at them man to man. But
Yeah,
I think
on paper.
the thing is, like, Uruguay have those tactics because they're physical, they're aggressive, they're dirty. they play in the counterattacks. Uruguay is essentially like Atletico Madrid. That's probably the best club comparison you could probably say.
Yeah.
You know? So
no, I don't think so. But Bielsa's not really a Atletico Madrid like manager.
no, I'm not. I'm just describing the team. That team.
The movement. Certainly, the movement of the Uruguay players did help within Bielsa's game plan.
Yeah, no. I'm not describing Bielsa. I'm describing Uruguay and like Atletico Madrid, just their play style in general. Like they're traditionally, right? They're traditionally known as a counter-attacking team, aggressive team that likes to take fouls, and they're very lethal in the counter-attack. You know, they have a good two-striker partnership with Suarez, Cavani, Morata, Griezmann, right? Traditionally, right? Obviously, it's not exactly.
It was definitely like that more so in the past, even under Diego Alonso.
So I just feel like for me, like I think we can all agree, Argentina have a way better team than Uruguay, at least on paper. It's just that Uruguay have better. Uruguay just know how to get. They have the physicality. They have the better acumen, right? And for me, Argentina don't have the physicality compared to Uruguay. Uruguay is more physical, and Argentina we know can be a physical, guys. We've seen in the World Cup, man. There's plenty of evidence, right?
Yeah, against the Netherlands.
So, you know,
I think having Valverde in the midfield helped a lot as well, and I would even say he's better than the Argentina midfielders.
Ooh, that's actually a pretty controversial take to say.
Yeah, because a lot of Madridistas would disagree. Yeah, I'm coming back in a bit. Just give me a quick sec.
All right. So, So, Matt, give me your quick thoughts on the other nations, real quick. So, give me your quick thoughts. Keep it quick. On the rest of all the continental nations, just give 1 or 2 sentences for each nation.
So from bottom upwards, disappointing to an extent, not surprising, disappointing, slightly overachieving. Ecuador have been doing well. Brazil, disappointing. They probably, I think they should even sack their manager and find another temporary coach. Venezuela, not too surprised with how they've been doing. Decent draw against Ecuador. Colombia showing up. Uruguay, I think, will get third place. Bielsa got his game plan spot on, and Argentina, no surprises, is where they are. It's going to be not a galore or game between Brazil and Argentina, but I think anything could happen.
Yeah, I'm thinking,
I don't
guys.
See Barry no more.
Yeah, he's gonna come back. I think he just arrived to his house and he's just gonna quickly get settled in. So he was driving this whole time, basically. So I think so I'm thinking about doing that Brazil Argentina members preview for you guys. Yeah. I think I'm gonna do a Brazil versus Argentina members preview. So I might drop that. I think I'm gonna drop that maybe tomorrow. I don't think I could do it tonight because I'm gonna do some other stuff and I'm gonna be going to someone's house later tonight. So but yeah, I mean, we'll see, man. We'll see. Look out for that, guys. Could be a quick preview, maybe like 5 to 10 minutes ish. Look out for that members preview. And of course, we're gonna have a live stream for that. We're gonna do a match reaction on the channel, guys, for Brazil Argentina, man. Because as I said, man, And I think we can all agree with this. It is the best international rivalry. Yeah. All right. Have you guys talked about Argentina and Brazil yet?
According,
yeah, we have.
But feel free to give your thoughts, Albert. According to Santiago Rank, Jorge Sampaoli could be potentially get the Peru job.
Ooh, that could be interesting, man. Interesting. Bielsa showed Scaloni. Albuquerque started Messi decline. I think it's just one game, man. Come on, it's just one game. Let's not go that far yet. But I do think that though Messi is he's definitely not the same as he used to be. Obviously, he's still world class though. He's still a very good player. Obviously. So, I don't think I want Sampaoli low. All right, let's go look at the next upcoming games for the.
At least he'll be more attacking, and at least it won't be boring.
All right, let's talk about Paraguay versus Colombia. I mean, Colombia should win that game.
Yeah, Colombia should win.
Ecuador versus Chile. Oh, that's a big one. I think Ecuador is gonna win.
Yeah, I think Ecuador will win. I'm going for another 2-0 win. 2-0 wins. I think this could be one of these games where Chile have some chances, but Ecuador find the right passes and get the goals to win the game.
All right. I mean, you guys should already know, guys. This should be a standard that every Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern time we do member stream. And the reason why I don't ping people on Discord is because we have very few members. Okay. So and plus this is supposed to be kind of secretive, right? So I'm not supposed to make that public, you know. So yeah. Okay. Uruguay should definitely beat Bolivia. Oh, we'll talk about Brazil, Argentina when Barry gets back, actually. And Peru versus Venezuela. I'm sorry to say, Albert. I think Venezuela's going to win. I could maybe see a draw. Maybe a draw.
Me too. I said a 2-1 win. Yeah, maybe a draw.
Yeah, and Peru actually did the double over Venezuela. Excuse you.
Oh yeah, I'm not too surprised on that. Given that Peru had a good finish last time.
Yeah. So. Yeah. Lol. All right.
I think Uruguay will get 4 or 5 against Bolivia because Bolivia aren't good away from home, and also because Marcelo Bielsa will install more speed, more movement, more chances. I think it's going to be fairly comfortable. It's going to be comfortable for Uruguay to get a good win.
Yeah, low. All right, actually, let me check something real quick, guys. Do you have any games going on right now as we speak? By the way, I have to leave it around like 6:30, by the way, guys, because I have to go to someone's house at 7 o'clock. So, I mean, by that time, we should probably be done. So, yeah. Is Jamaica Canada 11 out? Because I actually want to kind of look at this on the stream, and obviously Barry is actually a fellow Canadian, so he'll probably be interested. So let's see. No, the 11's not out yet, I don't think. Okay. So, yeah. I'll say the Brazil-Argentina thing. I'll probably do a members preview, so I'm not going to speak too much about that game until tomorrow. I'll probably make the video out for you guys tomorrow. But yeah, it's going to be interesting, man. Argentina, man. All right, what else do you guys want to discuss about? So, do you guys want to look at the Euro qualifiers very briefly?
Maybe.
Okay. Poland is officially out of. They can no longer qualify directly, which is disappointing.
That's right.
Yeah.
They should get the playoff place though, because there's surely no way Netherlands are gonna miss the opportunity, given that they've got a better head-to-head than Greece, and also they play Gibraltar. And plus, I expect Croatia and Switzerland to also qualify.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm just on the Wikipedia page. So Spain, Scotland already qualified. Georgia is qualified, and Norway is pretty much 99% out. I'm going to say 99 because there's like a 1% chance to get playoffs, but I think it's very unlikely. Right, Mats?
Yeah, they would need. They would need Ukraine to qualify. Maybe one other team as well.
Now, Group B, France is already through. Netherlands should be through. Then Greece will get playoffs, and Ireland can no longer. So, yeah, good to go. Group C, England through, Italy. Basically, as long as Italy don't lose to Ukraine, they'll be through.
Also, if England just get a draw in the next game, they'll be confirmed a pot 1 team for the Euros draw.
Yeah.
After what happened tonight, the certainly needs to be. There's definitely room for improvement, and England have been much better than they were tonight. So the game on Monday should be an opportunity, and they should try and get a good win there. The Ukraine-Italy game, that's the game of the group coming up. I'm thinking it's going to be a draw. 1-1.
Yeah. And Ukraine is pretty much Ukraine are pretty much this. I know it's not saying here, but like they're pretty much almost guaranteed a playoff spot, right?
Yeah.
Almost. Okay. It's not 100%, which is why I didn't put X, but yeah, I mean it's like 99% probably.
Yeah. I think there would be a bracket there if actually probably not.
Okay. Group D is still very interesting because Turkey is obviously through and Latvia is out, and Armenia is they're going to be out soon probably. So it's pretty much between Wales and Croatia.
They need to win both of their games, and they've got Croatia away at the end.
Yeah, it's very unlikely. So it's really between Wales and Croatia for that second place. I'm still going to go
Croatia
Croatia.
have Latvia first, which I expect them to win. Then Armenia at home. We go for 2 wins for Croatia, and I think Wales will draw both their games, which would mean in Croatia go through and Wales go to the playoffs.
Yeah, because the thing is like Croatia have the easier fixtures. Because I think Wales have to play Turkey away, right?
No, they played Turkey at home.
Oh.
But they do play Armenia away, whereas Croatia play Armenia at home.
Yeah, so like Croatia should be fine. The Group E, this is pretty much already decided. Albania is through. Czech Republic is pretty much almost through. They just need 1 point, I think, the next game.
Yes.
Which should be fairly doable. And it's I think it's Moldova at home, right?
Czech Republic are at home.
Yeah. So they should. I don't expect them to lose. So
probably something like I predicted 2-0.
Yeah. And the Group F is already decided. A very boring group. Nothing to really even speak about here.
AD, there's a scenario where Sweden could be the only team that don't even at least advance.
Oh, jeez. That's actually sad. That would be Sweden is that would be really bad, man. That would be very bad.
If there's less than 3 League A teams that haven't qualified, then Estonia get the next priority. And then as for Azerbaijan, they are they're next in line for Path C, which would be if Kazakhstan were to get top 2 in group whatever it is. So if that happens, then the top 2 would have gone through, the bottom 2 would have got playoffs, and Sweden's the only one that gets completely eliminated.
Dude, Sweden is finished. That happens. I mean, actually, to be fair, they already are finished, but they will be 100% finished. Oh yeah, Sweden, man, how do you lose to Azerbaijan 3-0 away? That's oh my god.
Clearly, Jana Andersson gave up the game and was like, "Fuck it."
Yeah, well, to be fair, it didn't really mean much for Sweden. It had no significance for them. It was pretty much a dead rubber for them. But still, that's still bad. And Belgium will probably top the group because I think Belgium play Azerbaijan at home. So,
yes, they do.
Yeah, and you would expect them to win. So,
yep.
Yeah. All right, Group G is also pretty much decided. Hungary have qualified, and Serbia should be qualifying the next match. I think they play Montenegro at home, right?
Hungary.
No, sorry, Bulgaria. Yeah, my bad. Bulgaria at home. And you would expect them to beat Bulgaria.
Yes.
All right, let me just charge my headphones real quick. You would expect them to beat Bulgaria at home. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Group H, Denmark have qualified. Northern Ireland, San Marino are out. Finland is advancing the playoffs. They can no longer get top 2. They can no longer get top second spot. And now
it all comes down to Slovenia versus Kazakhstan.
And where is that being held? And Kazakhstan or Slovenia?
In Slovenia.
No. Well, it's over for Kazakhstan.
I'm confident that Slovenia is going to win, although Kazakhstan did lose at home to Finland, and then they went on to beat Finland, and they did also lose at home to Slovenia. So at least they shouldn't be discouraged in that aspect. But Slovenia do have a clinical number 9.
Yeah, and the thing is, Slovenia don't even need to win. They just need a draw. Even a draw would be fine for them.
Correct.
Yeah, whereas Kazakhstan have to win. A draw is not going to be enough.
They conceded to San Marino today.
Yeah. So, yeah, I think it's over for Kazakhstan, man. I think it's over. And then finally, Group I. This group is also pretty much effectively almost decided. Belarus and Andorra is pretty much out.
Yeah,
can Kosovo can Kosovo get playoffs?
They can only get direct qualification.
They can't get playoffs. Okay.
I'm sorry. It doesn't have the Z by their name, so maybe playoffs is a possibility.
Yeah. Well, Switzerland,
But
they are
this
guaranteed playoffs.
Switzerland, they've had a few too many disappointing results, but they should beat Kosovo, and they do even have enough to win away at Romania, but it's just about whether they can apply themselves properly.
Yeah, I think if they just beat Kosovo, they'll be through. I think, right?
Definitely.
Yeah. So that should be very doable, man. Especially at home. What I've noticed with Switzerland is their away games, they've been kind of underwhelming. Most of the away games, they haven't been great.
Yeah. Apart from Belarus, of course.
Yeah. And then Romania, Israel is pretty much there. They have to beat Romania basically for them to qualify.
Yes.
Which I don't think they can, even though they're at home.
No, I think they're at a neutral venue, but
the neutral venue thing.
I feel like a draw's probably the most likely result.
Yeah, Israel for me defensively kind of they don't look that great. That's my issue with Israel. Is that their attack is actually decent in my opinion. Their defense is really not great in my opinion.
And even so, Israel have only scored 8 goals so far.
I would say their attack is better than defense, though. That's what I think.
Sure.
All right, Group J is also pretty boring. It's pretty much everything is pretty much decided.
Chances are Iceland are going to go into the playoffs, so that would be everybody except Liechtenstein.
So, yeah, basically, it's going to be interesting, man. So Poland, they're going to be League A, and then Wales probably. So let's actually look at the playoffs real quick. So which 4 teams do you think are going to make it from League A? So we're going to have, I think it's going to be Poland, Wales. Wait, we're only going to have 2 teams from League A then.
So, and are you saying that you think Italy will qualify?
Yeah, I think Italy will qualify directly.
So do I. Estonia would also be there because you've only got 2 League A teams, and then the other
transfer to League B.
Yeah, one of Finland, Ukraine, or Iceland will be drawn into League A, and then the rest will stay in League B.
Okay, let me write this down actually.
And also, this will apply on all 3 paths. First plays the best plays the worst, and the second best plays the third best.
Okay, so
and the other thing is there'll be a draw for which tie's winner will host. So you could have a scenario where Poland beat Estonia, but they're drawn away from home in the final game.
Yeah, I don't really like that, man. I wish it was like a neutral venue for the thing. I don't like it having like one team gets home field advantage and one team doesn't. I don't particularly like that. I don't think it's fair. It is what it is, though. I like the 2-legged playoff thing. I think that's fair. I like what they did for the old World Cup qualifiers in 2014. I think they did that in 20. I think I also did in 2018 as well. So,
The 2018 World Cup was the last one they did it for.
Yeah, I don't know. I like the 2-legged thing. I think it was good. I don't like the single leg thing, man. I don't personally like it, but it is what it is.
I kind of like it.
I like it if you give it a neutral venue. That's what I think.
Yeah, that does make it better, to be fair.
Yeah, like you only do single game if it's neutral venue. Otherwise, don't do it.
The fact Italy lost at home to North Macedonia makes them look even more silly.
Yeah, like UEFA tried to help Italy out, and Italy was like, no, thank you.
For Path B, where I think if Ukraine are to be drawn there, then they should easily get to the Euros. But if they aren't, if they've qualified or they're in League A, which even then I'd probably pick Ukraine to qualify,
Wait. So, Matt,
then
how was it? Would it be the
I would
highest rank?
say I would say that I think Finland should be able to win League B if they are playing Israel, Bosnia, and Iceland.
Yeah, wait. So, correct me if I'm wrong, Matt. So, the highest ranked League B will join League A if there is 3 teams, right?
No,
Oh, it's not.
the two Nations League B group winners will automatically stay in the Path B playoffs,
Oh,
and then the other three that didn't win their Nations League groups, they'll go into a draw, and the one that gets picked out will go into League A.
okay. So this is how I have my playoffs. So I have Poland, I got Wales, and then I'm gonna put Estonia, and then I guess would it be then would it be a Bosnia then?
No, Bosnia will be in League B for definite.
Oh, okay. So then it'd be Ukraine then.
It's going to be one of Finland, Ukraine, or Iceland. They're going to randomize which one will go in.
Oh, I thought it was like the highest ranked. Okay. So that's where you're saying, okay, man, I wanted to do this playoff simulation thing, but it's gonna be kind of complicated because we have to wait for the draw, basically. When is the draw?
So it's still going to be Poland versus Estonia and Wales versus one of Finland, Ukraine, or Iceland.
I think. Well, let's actually put it this way. Do you think Wales beat Finland? Like, wait, which one's gonna be at home though? Or that's not. That's also needs to be.
Wales will be at home.
All right, Wales versus Finland. I'm gonna have to go with Wales in that one.
I'm stuck on this one. If it goes to penalties, I would definitely pick Finland.
I don't see. I can't see Finland. I can only see Finland doing it if they're at home. I don't see them doing it on the road.
I think it would be a low-scoring game. You know what? I'm going to give the benefit of the doubt to Finland.
Wow.
But if Wales are to win and then they get drawn the home tie, then I'd fancy their chances against Poland.
Okay. So let's do this. So Wales versus So Poland will definitely beat Estonia at home.
Yeah.
I mean, they should beat them. They should beat them home or away. So
yeah.
So basically, Poland will be in the final, and then
Yep.
Wales versus Ukraine. I'm gonna have to pick Ukraine on that one.
I am also picking Ukraine on that.
And then and then Wales play Iceland. Wales beat Iceland, man.
Yeah, I would say that as well. I think it'll be low scoring again, but I think Wales will have enough.
Yeah. Ooh, that could be
I
interesting.
think I would pick the home. I think I would pick the home winner for Wales versus Poland, whichever venue it's at.
Nah, this could be good, man. Poland versus Ukraine for a Euro spot.
Well, if it's in Poland, then it's more complicated. But I would actually pick Ukraine, especially if, or actually, Ukraine might be playing in Poland anyway. But I think at this moment, I do think Ukraine's the better team.
Yeah, I think Ukraine. Like honestly, I think I don't know. I would love to see Poland versus Ukraine, man. That's gonna be a very high stake one. Both nations made the Euros, and only one of them's gonna make it this time. You know. So
and also, yeah I don't know if you mentioned it, but I don't think I was listening properly. But Poland and Ukraine were in the same Euros group in 2016, and then 4 years earlier hosted it together.
Hmm.
Um,
Oh yeah, I didn't actually. Oh yeah, I didn't actually know that actually.
For League B, Israel would be home. Bosnia would also be home. Israel would play one of Ukraine or Iceland, and Bosnia would play one of Finland or Ukraine. And I'm thinking it's a final between two of the two lower ranked teams. And I think either Ukraine or Finland will qualify depending on who's in that path.
Yeah, I would say the strongest. Who would you say is the strongest from League A?
Out of the teams that haven't
Yeah, out of the
qualified,
teams.
or the teams we think will complete Path A?
Like just League A itself, like basically between Poland.
Part of your audio cut out. Oh, okay. I suppose I would suppose Poland are the stronger team, but if it's in Cardiff, I would pick Wales.
Yeah, I think Poland have a better squad than Wales.
Yeah, if it's a neutral venue, I would likely pick Poland.
Yeah, in the League B, I think Ukraine's the best, in my opinion.
Yes, definitely.
League C, I would probably League C is actually interesting.
Yeah.
I'm not really
So
sure.
it'll be Georgia versus Luxembourg or Azerbaijan. I think it will be Luxembourg. And then there's Greece versus Kazakhstan.
Actually, I think Greece is the best. I think Greece is the best, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think Greece would beat Kazakhstan. And then I'd lean towards Georgia in that game. And
Greece
if it's
Georgia.
if the finals in Greece, I'd pick them to win. If it's in Georgia, I think I'll say a penalty shootout. But I've been thinking that there'll be no debutants for this Euros, so I think I would be picking Greece to win that Path C.
Yeah, so I would say Greece, and then Ukraine, and then I guess I'd say Poland.
Mine, it would be Greece, Ukraine, and one of Poland or Finland.
Okay.
Actually, maybe Wales or Wales if things fall into place for Wales, but not the most likely.
All right, let's read some of your guys' comments. Bro took way longer to ping. Lol. All right, let's go look at we're probably gonna round off the stream soon. Hopefully Barry joins back. Let me see. Let me just see if Canada released their 11. Oh, fudge. The match is delayed to 8 p.m. And everyone say with me now. No! I just play the no jib, man. Since I say that so much.
Yeah, it'll be good to see a clip.
I don't know. I just haven't put any clips.
Last week when there was an echo as well.
Because I haven't put any clips because for copyright stuff, So.
Well, my Eichels all turns out okay with the clips.
Yeah, actually, I think a few seconds is fine as long as you don't do it for the entire thing. I guess okay.
Exactly.
All right, and plus it's a member stream anyway, so they don't even know.
Absolutely.
You know what? Let's play the. Let me. You know what? It's a member stream, so I'll put it. I'll actually get it out. Let me actually do this. Guess how do you see this against? Hey, sounds.
I
I'll tell
actually
you
have
what.
no idea where this is from.
Actually, I'll tell you what, guys. I'll put like these stuff only for members, since you guys are members. So you guys get exclusive stuff. Okay, only for members. Okay.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay, I haven't found a one with sound, but I found one with a GIF. Let's see if this works. All right, add a video clip. I don't know if this is gonna work. We're gonna round up the stream soon, by the way. It doesn't work. We gotta do MP4 thing, bruh.
So I think the teams that will qualify, that will make up the spots, will be the Netherlands, Italy, Croatia, Czech Republic, Serbia, Slovenia, Switzerland, Romania, and then Greece, Ukraine, and one of Poland or Finland.
All right. And shout out to Albania, man, for actually qualifying, because they defied the odds. Like, I don't think many of us expect them to qualify.
And they've had an excellent campaign.
Yeah, so. And I believe that the first nation that's qualified so far that's different from the last edition. So. Because the rest of other nations, I think, were there in the last edition. That qualified so far.
Yeah, there might be a way of checking. The order on Wiki. Yep, I think you are right.
So
yeah, you're right.
Actually, we're gonna have many different nations. So let's see. I think honestly, Albania might be the only one. Oh yeah, Slovenia. Slovenia weren't. Oh yeah, Slovenia. I forgot about them. They weren't there the last edition.
Also Romania.
Yeah, Romania. So they're going to have three new nations, and it's very likely. It's like 95%. So,
also, whoever qualifies from Path C will be a new nation too. Well, no. Well, unless it's Greece, it will be a new nation. And even if it is Greece, it's Greece haven't been there since Euro 2012.
Yeah.
And also Iceland weren't there last time.
Yeah. That's true. So we're gonna have a guaranteed different one because North Macedonia won't be there. So like we're gonna have a different one guaranteed, basically.
From Path C, that is, yes.
So 4 nations, man. 4 nations. 4 new nations that weren't there in the last edition. That's good to see, man. Good to see. All right. So, anyways, I think we're gonna round up here for today's member stream, guys. So, like I said, guys, we did this for around an hour and 14 minutes. So, I don't want to keep this too long. So, I'll see you guys. The next live stream we're gonna do is on Monday. We'll do the match reaction to USA versus Trinidad and Tobago, second leg, which should be a short stream. Although yesterday we had a good amount of people there. Kind of a lot of troll comments, though, to be fair. But still, and then obviously the big one on Tuesday, man, Brazil versus Argentina. Stream. Then Wednesday, I'm going to do a recap of the international break, the entire international break, because I know we haven't touched about CAF and AFC and CONCACAF. We'll discuss about that on Wednesday. And then I'm thinking about doing a debate stream, possibly on Friday, probably in the afternoonish, maybe at 12 p.m. my time, because like I said, next week is Thanksgiving week, so maybe we might even do Thursday. Actually, I don't think I'm going to do Thursday since everyone's probably going to be celebrating Thanksgiving. At least Americans are. So. And then obviously later that day we'll have the members stream. And then Saturday I might do a match reaction for the for Barcelona versus Rayo Vallecano, which will be extremely early my time because the match is at 8 a.m. for me. So I don't even know if I'm going to wake up early for that game, to be honest. So yeah. And then obviously the reaction will be at 10 a.m. So a lot of streams upcoming. So let's see if I do my math correctly. So we're going to have one on Monday, one on Tuesday, one on Wednesday. So 3. Thursday, not anything. Friday, there may be 2, and Saturday. So there could be a potential 6 streams next week, guys. 6 streams might happen next week. That's a lot, man. That's a lot. So, yeah. Any final thoughts from you, Matt, before we head out?
Yes. I got what was it? From today for the Euro qualifiers, I got 3 out of 7 correct. And did I get anything correct from yesterday? Yeah, I got Montenegro 2, Lithuania correct in terms of score predictions. But yeah, today seemed like a good stream.
Yeah. Yeah. So, like I said, man, Matt, are you excited to have 6 streams next week?
I hadn't even taken that into consideration. But it's going to be mega, let's say that.
Yeah. I'll just wait for some of the streams will be very late for you. I don't know if you're going to be available to join. So hopefully you can, though.
Let's see how it goes in terms of the streams.
Yeah. Anyways, I think we're going to round up here, guys. Hope you guys enjoy the stream. Guys, to like and subscribe. And check out the last members video I did, guys. I only saw one person watch. It was Bulgarian Mapping. So, come on, man. Watch the members stuff, man. It's only for you guys, man. It's exclusive. So it does kind of make me a bit sad when you guys don't watch. It means that I kind of wasted my time and you guys probably don't care. So kind of signals to me that. I know you guys are probably busy though with your lives, and so that's probably the reason why you haven't watched. But I would appreciate if you can, though, whenever you get the chance. Like I said, I'm going to do a members video for you guys tomorrow, Brazil, Argentina, an exclusive preview. Because I have a lot to say upon that. So, yeah, I think that's going to be it for today, man. So I hope you guys did enjoy. Remember, guys, to like and subscribe. Comment with your thoughts, comments if you're watching the replay. And yeah, I'll see you guys there, man. Peace out.